Graffiti Japan! Yeah, all the time me on business. I'm all about my business, but I ain't got no briefcase. Yeah, all I got's some whiskey. Open now the whiskey, bring it to you. Yeah, I'm leaning up against the door, and my feet stuck to the floor, and we're messing long ago. Yeah, I've been in before. I'm a broken man, needing remedial lands. I'm all about my business. Let me love you till the morning. Let me love you till the morning, yeah.
What's up, faders, and welcome to yet another action-packed episode of Got Faded Japan, and I am your host, Johnny.
And I'm your co-host, Tom Tokyo.
Yes, Tom, thank you for being on the show. Faders, this is episode number 811. That's right, number 811. Thank you very much for tuning in with us. And we've got a lot of exciting news for you guys. A lot of crazy things have been happening here in Japan. If you stay with us and want to support us, we do have a Patreon. And our Patreon has got a lot of exciting stuff. We've got behind-the-scenes footage. We have Got Faded Japan After Dark, and that's where we talk about all the really bad stories that we don't discuss here on Got Faded Japan. And, yeah, some of these stories are pretty insane. So, it's not for the faint of heart. But, we also got a lot of other cool stuff on the Patreon. We have, what's called, the raw videos. So the raw videos that we don't edit, we got that up there. And that's fun. And, cool. Yeah, definitely check that out. And if you want to support us, thank you. And if you have been supporting us, thank you. And if you will support us, thank you. Now, this week we've got a lot of crazy things to talk about. First off, I want to talk about what I've been up to. Recently, I was in one of my favorite cities here in Japan. I was in Osaka. I was in Osaka for 3 marvelous days, and I gotta say, Osaka is a fun place to visit. There are so many great things to do, so many great restaurants, so many amazing cafes, and speaking of bars, some of my favorite bars in the whole country are located in Osaka. We've got Space Station that's located in the heart of American Mura, and Space Station is owned by Matt, who is a guy that is basically a video game expert, and this is a video game bar. So when you go in there, you pay $5 for your first drink, and then you can sit down and play video games at consoles. They got so many consoles there, Nintendo, Sega, all sorts of crazy stuff, and it is so much fun. And it's such a great place to make friends and meet people and just enjoy the night playing all sorts of games. I did, and yeah, I can't wait to go back to Osaka and do that again. It's such a great city, so many great places to visit. Tom, have you ever been to Osaka?
Yeah, just not recently. It's a very nice place.
Yep, it's a super cool place. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and the cool thing about Osaka is they got their own vibe, their own style that's there. Like, even the international people that are there are different. Every time I go there, I always meet international people that speak fluent Japanese, and they speak fluent Japanese with other international people. So they kind of like switch their language over and just speak Japanese to each other, which is actually, it's great practice. You know, I got to practice my Japanese, but yeah, it's actually kind of cool because they also speak Kansai bin. Tom, what's the difference between Kansai bin and Tokyo bin?
It's hard to explain if you don't know the language, but let's just say it's very different. Okay, I'll do my best to explain this. I played a video game once where it was based in Tokyo, but one of the characters was from Osaka. So when it was translated over to English, they gave her like a really hard Bostonian accent, which that's not quite the same, but you can get like conceptually speaking. I guess you can. I guess that's how I'd frame it.
Yeah, kind of like that. Think of like Tokyo as like kind of like a New York style of English. It's faster, it's more direct, and then Osaka's kind of got this kind of flow to it. So it's kind of like more West Coast style. So you've got kind of like East Coast, West Coast American English that's kind of like translated, or not translated, but it's kind of like in a form of Japanese. So, and which is, as you're right, it's really hard to explain because if you don't speak the language, it's hard to kind of like mimic, if you don't have the ear. But anyway, it's different and it's kind of refreshing to hear that Kansai bend. I dig it. Oh my God. And I dig the food too in Osaka. Osaka's got some amazing cuisine. The food over there, they got the takoyaki and the okonomiyaki, which is absolutely spectacular. Tom, which do you prefer? Takoyaki, okonomiyaki, or all of the above?
I'd go for takoyaki actually.
Takoyaki, good. What's takoyaki?
It's how do you say it's octopus and vegetables in like doughy kind of thingy. They got like a special thingy, like a tray with holes in it. So it's basically a ball the size of maybe like I don't know, a ping pong ball, maybe a little bit smaller that you
Mm-hmm.
eat. And like, oh man, they're really good. They're a little bit crispy, crunchy on the outside, but nice and gooey on the inside. But like, dude, like you really gotta let them cool down because they get like hot, 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 and you don't want to put it in your mouth.
That's true. You don't want to bring your tongue with that. Yeah, it is. It is really
It's
hot.
real easy to do. You can feel it and go, I think it's probably okay. Like, no.
You definitely got to be careful with that. But yeah, the cuisine is amazing. And the art scene over there is absolutely spectacular too. I spent a lot of time going to galleries and meeting people, meeting a lot of artists that do all sorts of really cool things. The fabric artists, yarn artists, graffiti artists, street artists. Osaka's got everything. They really have everything and they got their own touch and feel to it. So if you're going to come to Japan, definitely make it a point to go down to Osaka. It's great. It's really, really great. Oh man, so that's
I think like Osaka's like specifically known for that though, because I think a disproportionately high amount of like comedians, musicians, artists, and like whatnot, like creative types come from Osaka because like I don't know, the culture is very different, but there's more of an artistic bend to it. So like if Tokyo's like New York, then like Osaka's definitely their LA kind of vibe, kind of like that maybe.
yeah, definitely. I would definitely say that Tokyo's kind of got this New York feel to it, and Osaka kind of has like a it's not West Coast. It's urban, but it's got a West Coast vibe to it. I don't know. It's kind of like San Francisco-esque, I guess. I don't know. Osaka is just Osaka, and that's what makes Osaka special. And
Oh,
yeah,
Also another thing that people like are very well known for, like they're very humorous. They crack a lot of jokes.
yeah, they're more
It's not
talkative.
like it's not like if the boss is like has a meeting and blah blah blah, and he just starts a couple jokes. Everyone just kind of politely chuckles. Like they're actually funny.
Well, a lot of comedians come from Osaka.
Yeah,
Comedians.
that's as I was saying earlier. But like I had like one interview where like I'll tell a story like real quick. Like I went to an interview in Tokyo and like the guy was like the boss was from Osaka. They sit me down and they go, yeah, the boss is coming from Osaka. His train's a little bit late. We're just gonna start the interview. So go through the interview. It's like really standard stuff. I'm just like yes, 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 yes for like to teach business classes and like after about maybe 10 or 20 minutes, the door just bursts open. This like the boss just like busts into the room and starts cracking jokes left, right, and center, like nonstop. And everyone's just dying. Bilingual, by the way. I mean, everyone's just dying, rolling around on the ground. It was actually the hardest interview like I had to get through. Not because it was difficult, because the guy was just like that funny. Because everyone's just like, okay, okay, we'd stop laughing, then we start talking again, and just like start cracking up again. It's good. There's good people. They're interesting. I'll put it that way.
Very cool. Very cool. Hey, Tom, is your microphone on?
Yeah, it is. Why wouldn't it be? Oh, huh?
Is it? Just checking. Dead air. Dead air. Dead air.
Oh, it's on. Yeah, it's on.
Okay. All right. Move it a little closer to your mouth.
All right, there we go.
Okay, that's better. Okay, cool. All right, fantastic. Okay, so that's what I've been doing. I've been chilling in Osaka, hanging out with the homies over there. Tommy, what have you been up to?
I don't think as excited as you have been doing, but I was thinking about seeing a movie, and the movie I wanted to see is Mortal Kombat.
Wait, is that the theater or is it on Netflix?
No, dude, it's at the theater, dude. I mean,
Oh,
dude,
there's.
I gotta say, I gotta represent. Like, Mortal Kombat is a proud product of Chicago, so I gotta represent. But I was really pissed off to find it's not coming out for another month in Japan. It's already been out, a week or two in the States and like pretty much every other country. But no, no, it's not out. So I was pissed. But I did take my son out. They got the was it Mandalorian Grogu coming out though.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not out. That's out on Friday. But like unrelated, like I took my child to see one of the space museums. He's like really super into space, and for like a nominal fee, we got cute little pictures of him like cosplaying as basically as like an astronaut against like cool backdrops.
Oh,
It's
that's
kind of
cool.
cool.
That's very
Yeah.
cool. That's very cool.
While we were there in like Yokohama, we went to some of the shopping malls, and they're pushing like that Mandalorian like real big because like Star Wars. I don't know if you know this, but Star Wars is huge in Japan.
Is
So
it?
yeah,
Is it
yeah, for
really?
sure, dude. Yeah, you
I
didn't
don't
know
know
that?
anybody that likes Star Wars out here.
No, there's a following for it because like think about this. You got certain Japanese aesthetics because like like George Lucas was like a super big fan of like Kurosawa movies, and that's kind of what he put in the blend. That's an influence. It's not the only one of like Star Wars stuff, but like if you think about it, like aren't like the Jedi kind of space samurai kind of?
Okay, but yeah, but that's why Western people like Star Wars because they like the Japanese like aesthetic of it, like the lightsabers and all that stuff. But in Japan, like I don't know many friends that like it. Like I mean, I tried to watch whatchamacallit one of the Star Wars with my wife, and she's like, I've never seen Star Wars. I'm like, don't you want to see like Star Wars? Like we could watch them all. And she's like, nah. Yeah, I maybe with little kids, you got a little kid, maybe little kids, that's a thing. But like I think there's like a huge generation of people that don't really know Star Wars. Maybe it's like a niche or something over here. Globally, yeah, you're American. You grew up with that. I mean, I like the first three, which is actually like what the second three. I like four, five, six.
Yeah, right. Um, yeah, but no, there's a following for it, but like yeah, my wife's the same way. She's never seen it. She doesn't want to see it, and bloody bloody blah. But I'm thinking, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll take my kid to see that. Probably not this weekend on opening week because it's going to be hella crowded. And he's got to get a haircut and bloody blah. But like, yeah, I'm thinking it'd be cool. I took him to the Mario movie. And he didn't like. While the movie was maybe not great, well, he liked it. That's the important part. But like, maybe it'd be a good father son experience.
I think
Just
it'll be a
saying.
yeah, I think it'll be a great father son experience. I mean, maybe you'll turn your kid on to Star Wars. I mean, there's so much to experience when it comes to Star Wars these days. There's like so many movies and cartoons and anime and all sorts of stuff. So I mean, it might be lighting a wick to a really big bomb or something because the thing is just there is so much Star Wars out there. So I mean, yeah, if he starts getting into in the toys, let's not even talk about the toys. You got toys from the 80s, toys from the 90s. You've got the modern Dude, there's a toy, the Star Wars toy right here. I do like Star Wars. I like the classic ones. I'm a Star Wars fan, but yeah, it's just like in Japan, I never hear anybody talking about Star Wars that much compared to like other things. I think more people are talking about like the new John Wick movie and the Punisher series.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. There's a following for it because like they had like they had a bunch of pop-up stores for it. Like,
Hmm.
they're already doing promotion, and they had like giant like statues of like Grogu and whatnot. So we
Yeah.
got a couple pictures with them. I thought it was cute. And like I don't know, man. I think that might be the time to take my son. And
Yeah.
my wife's like sitting there going, "Well, he's not going to understand the story. He doesn't know the kind of dude. There's so much stuff. Blah blah blah." It's like
Well, she's
he's
right.
6.
Yeah.
He's 6.
Yeah. All he needs to do is see
He's
Baby
gonna see
Yoda and
cute
he's
little
in.
aliens running around doing magic stuff and fighting and shooting lasers at each other. He's 6. It'll be fine. And
Yeah.
like like as a Star Wars, the violence is very PG-ish. It doesn't get super crazy, so it's like it's not gonna
But wait a second.
purposely.
Weren't you just going to take him to see Mortal Kombat?
I wasn't gonna take him to see. I wanted to see Mortal Kombat. I'm not taking my kid, dude.
Uh huh. Okay. All right. That's cool.
I'll put it this way. One of my friends is like a huge Mortal Kombat freak, and he's got young kids, and he's let's just say very laissez-faire with like about what like cursing in front of his like very small children, this and that. Even he won't like play Mortal Kombat in front of him. I'll put it that way.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Cool.
yeah,
Cool.
he
How
does
many
not need to
Mortal?
see that.
Yeah. How many Mortal Kombat movies are there?
There's 4.
Four. The first one came out in like what? 1998?
95.
95. Oh, jeez. Wow, that's such a long time ago. Oh my God.
95, and I think the second one was 97. Those are different movies. They're like different. Like this is like a basically remake.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking they can't be like the same character, same actors, because they're gonna be like 60, like jumping around, throwing nunchucks.
I don't know. It's like I'm not gonna lie. I'm a huge like fighting game enthusiast on like multiple fronts. I'm not gonna get like geek out and go too crazy into it, but basically, Mortal Kombat holds the big distinction because it was like in the 90s it started adapting video games. They had like Mario. It had a Mario movie. They had a Street Fighter movie, and if you know anything about those movies, those didn't go so well. I mean, those were not very good movies. But basically, Mortal Kombat got like the big like notch in his belt. Like that was basically the first video game adaptation that didn't suck. It was a really good movie. A lot of people liked it. I liked it. I saw it in the theater. I was like, yeah.
Would you consider the movie The Wizard with Fred Savage to be a video game movie?
It's a video game movie, but it's not a video game adaptation.
Oh, true that.
Also, that movie was like super cool. My mother like took me to see it, and like my mother's not into video games, and she liked it.
Well, everybody loves Fred Savage.
I mean, yeah. Fred Savage is cool, man. Not knocking him at all, but like the movie, like not just him, but the movie itself was really good.
Yeah,
that's a cool movie. Maybe you really want to buy a Power Glove.
Power Glove. I was just gonna say that.
My mother was like, "No, it's too expensive."
Yeah. Yeah, true that.
Then you find out later, when like one of your friends get ones that they sucked.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They did kind of suck. Anyway, okay, cool. Well, all right. Well, good luck in watching those movies. And, yep, I think it's time that we move into the news. All right, Tommy. So, there's a lot of crazy things that happened here this week. Let's see. You kicked off last time, so I'm going to start off with the first article this week here.
Sure. Go for it.
Okay.
Yo, what's up, Faders? Got Faded Japan has got a new sponsor. Our new sponsor is Gamuso Bar, located in Asagaya, Tokyo. If you're kicking it in Tokyo and you want to get your groove on, get your fade on, you better get your ass down to Gamuso. Gamuso is located in Asagaya. It's about 11 minutes from Shinjuku Station on the Chuo line. Gamuso has weekly bands, weekly performances. And hell, if you got your own event and you want to hold it at Gamuso, we'd love to host you. So contact Gamuso at www.gamuso.com. That's www.gamuso.com. That's right, Gamuso has not only beers in the bottle, but beers on tap. We've got every drink you want, so come on down to Gamuso. Gamuso, and if I'm working, tip me.
Have your attention, please. Attention.
Mitsuya Liquors. Yo, what's up, faders? If you're in Asia, if you're in Japan, if you're in Tokyo, if you're in Asagaya, you better get down to Mitsuya Liquors. That's right, for the most affordable prices in Japan, you can get over 300 different kinds of beer. That's right, over 300 different kinds of beer. And of course, they got all the shochu you need, all the sake you need, and of course, they got wine from California to Italy to France to New Zealand. They got it all. When I say they got it all, they really, seriously got it all. There's no joke about that. So get down to Mitsuya Liquors. And if you go in there and you say, Got Faded Japan, you will be more than welcome to go into their back room and drink those beers that you just purchased. That's right, Got Faded Japan at Mitsuya Liquors. And 3 times a week, they have a sushi chef there. So get your sushi on, get your drink on, get your fade on, and come on down to Mitsuya Liquors, located comfortably in Asagaya, about 5-minute walk from the station.
In Tokyo and craving soul food? We've got just the place for you. Soul Food House in Azabu Juban. Check out what we do at soulfoodhouse.com. Come by and taste the love. We look forward to feeding you.
Are you in Harajuku with some out-of-town friends or your family or significant others? Yeah! Do you want to chill and drink beer and eat sandwiches while your friends overpay for glitter unicorn socks? Yeah!
And the flavor's gonna make you complete at Harry's Sandwich Company.
So come on down to Harry's Sandwich Company in the heart of Harajuku, right off Takeshita Street. See you there!
Well, the thing is, faders, right now, summer is soon approaching, and Tokyo is getting hotter and steamier as the minutes pass. So today was actually about, almost 30 degrees centigrade with not too much humidity, but just enough to make you realize that summer is almost here. And in the summertime, I'm thinking that everybody can relate to like this issue that we have, especially on the trains, and that is stench. The trains sometimes smell a little bit off because, you get a couple of guys on there that maybe they haven't taken a shower for a couple of days or something, and they kind of stink. And, it's not very pleasant. So you get on the train, you're like, whoa, my goodness. Ooh, boy. I mean, it's not as bad as New York, but still, it's kind of bad, So this story is a little bit about that, kind of. Okay, here we go. Moving forward, teen arrested for spraying liquid in foul odor incident on train near Tokyo. Oh my gosh. A 16-year-old boy was arrested Tuesday for allegedly spraying an unidentified liquid inside a JR Tokaido Line train running from Tokyo, resulting in a foul odor that caused passengers to feel unwell and temporarily impacting train services. Oh my God, this is terrifying. If you guys remember the 1990s incident, oh my God, this is really bad. The boy was apprehended on suspicion of spraying the substance inside the train, which stopped at JR Yokohama Station at around 4:30 p.m. on Sunday and forcibly obstructing the operations of East Japan Railway Corporation. According to the Kanagawa Prefectural Police, the suspect has admitted to spraying the substance from a container he was carrying. Now that's even more terrifying, a kid with a container. The composition of the liquid remains unclear. Oh boy. Well, geez, that's not good. During the incident, 3 passengers complained of throat irritation. The train was brought to a stop at JR Kawasaki Station after the emergency button was pressed, and the train service was delayed for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Now, faders, this is going to be so very expensive for this kid and his family, because whenever you make a train stop via anything, unless it's like an emergency, like somebody's having a heart attack or something, but if you make the train stop for something that's not good, especially something that's highly illegal like this, you have to pay a lot of money for obstructing the business, B, obstructing everybody's their commute, because you have to pay for everybody's commute or the equivalent of that, and it gets to be in the tens of thousands of dollars. So this TikTok prank, and I'm assuming it's a TikTok prank, but this situation is going to be very, very expensive for this kid's family. Moving forward, the boy is believed to have boarded the train at JR Yokohama Station with 5 other youths and disembarked at the JR Kawasaki Station. The boy's name is being withheld because he's a minor. Well, even though he's a minor, he's a major pain in the neck. Tom, thoughts?
Yeah, Reddit. Oh, by the way, I read several other iterations of this article. He also claimed he did it for self-defense.
Self-defense?
That's
against farts? Fight fire with fire? Is that what he's doing?
Somebody farted.
Oh my God. Self-defense. Oh gosh. In that case, maybe.
I think legal experts are currently arguing whether or not the parents, because he's not going to pay the fine, but the parents are going to be forced to pay the fine.
Oh yeah, well that's always what happens whenever a minor commits a crime. Do you remember, what was it, 6 months ago? National news, where some little girl, she was maybe a junior high school or high school student. She went to a sushi restaurant, and she started spitting on the sushi and doing all sorts of bad stuff to the sushi that was going around in a circle. And they videotaped it and put it on TikTok or something, like some kind of SNS, and it went viral for all the negative reasons. And her family had to pay so much money. And there's a video of her father on his hands and knees begging forgiveness to the company. So pretty much, if you're a kid and you cause trouble, dude, your parents got to pay. Cancel Christmas.
Yeah, dude, discipline your kids, man.
Yeah.
Seriously. Actually though, I gotta say, as a parent and then someone who used to be a teacher, the kids are actually usually well behaved, but you get some bad eggs every once in a while. I think every country does.
I think Japanese kids are very well behaved. I think in
They're
general,
disciplined.
they're
Yeah.
very disciplined, very polite. In general, they're very nice. I mean, it's very rare for a kid to do something really bad, but it does happen every so often. That's true. All right, next story.
Well, if you're gonna, I figured you were going to pick one of these stories, so I'm going to read another one that relates to this.
Here we go.
A 14-year-old boy walked onto a Japanese train, flipped a hidden emergency switch, and brought one of the world's most punctual rail systems to a halt 9 times.
God, that's so expensive. God, he just
Right?
bankrupt. He's not going to college or high school or anywhere. Christmas is permanently canceled forever. Hey, Tommy, can you hear me? You must have hit your mute button. Is your microphone hooked up? Anarchy Radio at its best. Hello?
Oh, yeah, it's here. Okay, sorry, man.
There you go. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, man. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he did it 9 times. So someone kept flipping the non-emergency door cock. It says door cock. Is that a thing, a door cock?
Yeah, doorcock.
Door cock?
Yeah, doorcock. Everybody knows what a doorcock. I call you a doorcock sometimes.
Me. I know a door lock.
Well, like half these stories, there's always a misspelling or the grammar's all messed up.
Or
They haven't discovered ChatGPT yet. AI, folks, it'll solve all your problems. Maybe we should just run the stories
until
in
it
AI.
comes for your job, man. See, that's why I'm happy doing construction, because I know AI ain't gonna take my job away.
Not for the time being. I mean, I don't think... Okay, yeah.
The manual override that takes the train out of automatic mode and forces an inspection. Police actually staked out the trains on May 10th at 11:45 a.m. An officer in Monoi Station at Yotsukaido watched a middle schooler reach for the switch and flip it. He was arrested on the spot for obstruction of business. It was a prank, he told the police. In Japan, sabotaging a train is not a prank. It's a crime. It's a serious enough crime that uniformed officers will sit on the train for hours watching and waiting to catch you in the act. This is a country where the train delays of 30 seconds get public apologies. Mm-hmm. And a teenager just got himself a criminal record for 9 of them.
Jeez. Dude, that is... Oh, man. I'd hate to be his parents. Oh, my
9
God.
times, but like, but like, just to like frame it, the story that you just started at as it relates to this, like, that's how hardcore the Japanese are about like, keeping the trains on time. They'll actually send in undercover cops to stake the place out.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Easily. I mean, if a train stops running, an infinite amount of businesses don't operate because those people need to get to work, So, yeah. That you can't stop the trains. Don't mess around on trains, whatever you do.
Also, fun fact, turning in a late slip... being late for work and turning a late slip from the train is actually a legally valid excuse.
Yeah, it's true. Yep, absolutely. Yep. All right, moving forward. Next story. Okay. I like toys. Tom, you like toys? Action figures.
Toys.
You love toys. What's your favorite toy?
Right now?
Of all time.
All time. Ooh. Maybe Transformers, I'm gonna go with, maybe.
God, yeah, Transformers. Cool. Ninja Turtles for me. I've got one Leonardo right up there. Maybe you can see him. For all you guys watching us on YouTube, I got Scarface, I got a Stormtrooper, and right there, no, that's Lupin Sensei. Where's my Ninja Turtle? Oh, there he is right there. I got a Ninja Turtle. I got Leonardo right up there. So I got my small little toy collection. Half the toys I painted. If you look at that Stormtrooper, I paint all my Stormtroopers. This guy's pink and this guy's all graffitied up. All right. Well, anyway, yes. This story is about toys. All right. Here we go. Man suspected of stealing more than 1,000 toys, which he sold at recycling shops. Man, I'm going to go for broke and say that they were Pokemon related. Pokemon is so big right now. Pokemon is bigger than Star Wars. Oh my gosh.
I don't know, man. It could have been Minecraft. My kid's like all about Minecraft. Minecraft's like nuts, dude.
That is true. That is true. Minecraft is also big with the kids. Okay, moving forward. Speaking of big kid, a 24-year-old unemployed man has been arrested in Tokyo on suspicion of stealing toys from a toy store in a large commercial complex and reselling them at recycling shops. Police said that Shu Matsuo, who lives in Yokohama, is suspected of stealing 20 toy trains worth 143,000 yen. Back in the day, 143,000 yen would be about $1,430. Now it's about 600 bucks. Still, that's a lot of money for toys. Okay, from a toy store in Koto Ward on March 9th, TV Asahi reported, police said Matsuo is believed to have stolen over 1,100 items such as toy trains, dolls, this year and resold them at 40 occasions. The estimated loss is at 1.4 million yen. 1.4 million yen. Oh my goodness. 1.4 million yen back in the day was almost $15,000. Wow, that's a lot of money for toys.
That's
oh
a
my
pretty
gosh.
good haul.
Yeah, absolutely. He got busted. How did he get busted? During questioning, police said Matsuo admitted to the allegations and quoted him as saying, quote, "I needed the money to play pachinko. I targeted toy shops in the morning when there were fewer customers and staff," end quote. Tom, for pachinko. Gosh, this isn't the first crime that we've read that's been all about making a crime or committing a crime for money to play pachinko. Man, what is the hook on pachinko? I've never played it. I've seen people play it, and it just didn't look that exciting. I mean, it's kind of exciting, but they're just like D D D D D D D D. It's I don't know. Maybe we should explain pachinko. Tom, what is pachinko to all our newbie listeners?
It's basically slot. It's a cross between like a video game and a slot machine, so it's kind of interactive.
Yeah, but there's not that many options. You just got this little handle that you turn left and right, I guess.
Wow, some of them have like video game, like you can hit buttons and whatnot. Like there's the addiction factor with like slot machines. Like the thing is, like I was always willing to I want the full Japanese experience, right? So I was always wanting to go at one point, maybe go with one of my buddies to like do some pachinko, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care like pissing away maybe like $20 or $30 just for entertainment. I'm not there to win big. It's fine. But the thing that like permanently turned me off on it was like when I lived in the Sakura house that's next door to Womb, which is like, epically crazy long stories from that. But like a couple of the guys got like super into it and I had stuff going on, so I couldn't like go with them, but they got like way too into it. It was just to the point where it's just I was just permanently turned off by it. I'll put it that way. They were into the Evangelion one, and they would sit there and have strategies. It started off kind of casual, like, okay, I think we're supposed to do this. I think we're supposed to do this. They would sit around the kitchen table, drink beers, and have like strategy meetings about like, I think we need to do this. I think you need to do this. I won big this time. Blah 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 blah, and talk about it for like a good solid hour, just straight, like really intense, really animated. And then they do this huddle where they blast the Evangelion theme and they just storm out there and just run to the pachinko parlor. And I was like, that's excessive.
Actually, it seems kind of fun.
Yeah.
I think I'm a fan now.
and another guy got so into it, he was like seriously considering becoming a professional pachinko player.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Like another time, I brought a girl back and like, she was of the DTF variety, but like I walk in with her and I'm walking her past the kitchen table and he sees Japanese. He's like runs up, holds the pachinko magazine in front of her. He's like, I don't understand this. I don't understand this. I don't know. Please explain this. She's like, I think it says this. I don't know. I don't really play pachinko. I think he kept quizzing her about it. I'm like, dude. She's, we kind of want to go to my room and have, the sexy time. Like, leave it alone. And he was like, but what? I'm just aggravating, man.
It's a wingman from hell. Oh man. So
what if the opposite of a wingman is? But yeah.
A wingman from hell. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So stealing toys and selling to secondhand shops. I wonder. I've never really sold. Actually, I've never sold anything to a secondhand shop. When you do that, do you have to show any kind of certificate or anything where you got the product, or it doesn't really matter? You're like, hey, I've got these Pokemon cards that are unopened, but you can tell that there's this one, this one, this one in there or something. There's no certificate. Is it kind of like a gray area?
I don't think so. I've unloaded stuff just to get rid of it. Like, I don't know, man. I don't even know if it's even worth it because they don't exactly give you a lot for it. I'll put it that way.
Well, this kid made like 1.4 million yen.
Yeah, but you think he would have been smart? He would have been like had like a train guy because like believe it or not, there's like this huge following of dudes that are like super into trains, maybe a little bit too into trains.
That's
Like
true.
you think he would have been smart enough if he was going to make like a career out of this or a side hustle or whatever you want to call it to I don't know, like find somebody who's super into it, find out what models are valuable and go nick those. You know what
Yeah, I
I'm saying?
guess so. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this guy was
If
just
you- if you-
desperate for cash.
if you're gonna steal like because we covered this before like people stealing Pokemon cards like
Yeah,
those dudes that were like busted and stole Pokemon cards they know what they were going for, they were going for the good stuff, they weren't just randomly grabbing cards and screaming Pikachu, Pikachu, where are you?
mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess you got a point. Yeah, how interesting though. Yeah, but anyway, I wonder how he got busted. Did he get busted by I guess like maybe from one of the secondhand shops? They got wise to it, or maybe he got busted actually shoplifting, and then after like maybe extensive interrogation, he just spilled the beans on himself or something. I don't know.
I would go with like you got busted shoplifting because dude, come on, there's cameras everywhere.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
just
yeah,
like
yeah,
gotta go
yeah.
in there when like nobody's in there. It was like, yeah, that's right, but the cameras loop 24/7, dog.
Yeah, CCTV ain't no joke. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, there's cameras absolutely everywhere. In Japan, well, at least in Tokyo, your every move is being recorded. Once you leave your house, or probably even in your house, but once you leave your house, I mean, there's CCTV like all around my neighborhood. Every corner of every block has CCTV cameras, right? They're everywhere. So if I go to one place, probably my whole trip was recorded on CCTV, my Osaka trip. I wish I could have those videos. That'd be great. I'm like, hey, listen, I kind of want to make like a home video kind of thing of me and my friends hanging out. Can I get all the CCTV footage and then I'll edit it with AI and just make a cool video? I will hope that in the future that's something that we can access.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You're getting into a lot of privacy issues there, my friend.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, our
See,
privacy. There is no
I know.
privacy.
I no longer live in Tokyo, so I'm not on camera as much. But I'm sure, like, since I'm in like a residential area, I'm sure I'm plenty of doorbell cams. But that's why you don't commit crimes, right? I'll be thinking.
Yep, yep, yep. All right, do the crime, pay the time. Okay, Tom, your story.
Oh, speaking of which, real quick insert. Like, tomorrow I'm going to be with you. I'm back to Nakameguro. I just got moved again.
Wait, you moved?
No, no, no. Like my job site moved. That's too bad. I like my job site, but they're like, dude, work's done. Like, report to Nakameguro, and I'm like, yes.
Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's one train for you. All right, anyway, moving forward. Oh, you know what you should get? You should get one of our infamous Naka Brooklyn t-shirts located on the Spilt Inks website. Look at this, Naka Brooklyn. Isn't that cool? You got the skull, you got the sakura trees, you've got Meguro River right here. Yes, these shirts. 3,000 yen. In American dollars, that's $12. In euros, that's like 6 euros. Anyway, go down the show notes, pick one up. Okay, Tom, moving forward with your story, bro.
I got to read this one because this one's just crazy. All right.
Hit me with the
Her name
crazy.
is Didi-chan. And Japan locked her up for 9 years after she scammed more than $1 million. That's USD out of more than 150 lonely older men on dating apps. But the wild part, she wrote a manual on how she did it, and she sold it to other girls for $200 a pop.
Oh my God.
The manual is called, and I quote, How to Make Everyone Earn. It teaches 5 skills: how to read men's emotions, how to play the helpless girl who needs saving, how to make a man fall hard, and how to extract money from him without ever sleeping with him.
Wait, how is
She's
this
just-
criminal? This doesn't seem illegal. Is it?
Well, see, you're paying attention. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay. Wait, is there a little murder involved?
No, there isn't actually.
Okay, well, that's good.
I promise you we'll get there in a second. She specifically avoided otaku because they're too obsessive and risky, and she purposely targeted middle-aged men with no hobbies because those were the ones that had with the biggest savings accounts.
Wow.
The official charge that put her behind bars wasn't even the scam, though. It was tax evasion on more than 150 million yen that she failed to declare. And here's the dark twist. She handed almost all of it over to a host club guy who was scamming her right back.
Oh my God, dude! No! No! The scammer is being scammed. The con is being conned. Oh man, that is crazy. Actually, there's a
Right?
lot of movies about this kind of stuff, actually. Oh my God,
I
the
feel like
grifter
making
is
one
being
right.
grifted.
Yeah, so apparently in this case, game does not recognize game.
Oh my God. Yeah, I guess you can bullshit a bullshitter. Yeah. So wait, so she got busted for not paying taxes. How did they find out? Was she just constantly like putting money into her bank account, and then eventually somebody somewhere, some kind of like ward office realized that she is rolling high. Maybe she's got like a Mercedes, a nice apartment, an Azabu Juban or something. She's got a little toy poodle on her shoulder, a Louis Vuitton bag on the other shoulder.
Huh. You know, I never thought about that, but that is an excellent point. I don't know because it doesn't say.
God, I hate it when they
But,
don't give us enough
one way or
information.
another, they figured out she was spending money that she shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm. So she probably didn't have a job.
Oh.
Yeah, but she's putting money in the thing, and yeah, that's probably what
Well,
happened.
some host boy who's scamming her.
Oh my God, that's funny. But since he's a host, he's actually paying taxes on it, so it's no problem for him. Oh my gosh, but she went to jail for that. That's crazy.
Yeah, actually, he is probably paying taxes on it now because, like, remember, like that whole host thing. Like, I think as of maybe a year ago, maybe even less, like that was kind of considered a gray area, but they had way too many complaints, so they super duper cracked down on it.
Oh, they pay taxes. All of them do.
They pay
Everybody
taxes,
does.
and like, yeah, like, it was also the main reason they cracked down on it because it was super predatory, which it still is. But like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my God, what a great story. I mean, this story could be like I wouldn't say a movie, but maybe like a movie short on Netflix or something. I mean, this is pretty interesting. I could definitely see this on Japanese Netflix.
After school special. This has got after school special written all over it.
Kids beware. Oh my gosh. I want to get that book that she had. I'm kind of interested in that. I can practice my kanji.
Why she can go out and scam like middle-aged men?
Well, everybody needs a hobby. What a good story. Thanks, Tom. All right. Is that all? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. It's short and sweet.
Okay. All right. Okay. I've got a story that's pretty interesting because it's kind of like, oh, no. Where was it? I just had it. No. I had a story. I think I touched it. Woman punches they shows up. Where is this team interested? Oh no, here it is. Okay. This story is similar to a story that we read last week, but it's kind of like opposite. It's kind of like the opposite of a story that we did last week. Okay, here we go. Woman punched by man who suddenly shows up while she is drinking at a friend's house. This story took place in Sapporo. Police in Sapporo have arrested a 70-year-old man on suspicion of assault after he allegedly punched a 39-year-old woman while she was at a friend's house. So yes, this is kind of like a copycat from last week. The incident occurred at around 7 p.m. on Saturday, Hokkaido Broadcasting Corp reported. Police said the woman was drinking with a group of people at a friend's house in Chuo Ward when the man suddenly showed up and punched her in the stomach. Ooh, that hurts, especially in the solar plexus. Police said Police did not say whether the man and the woman knew each other. One of the woman's friends called the police. The man remained in the house until police arrived and arrested him. Police said the man has denied the allegations. Well, I guess he really can't because, he was caught red-handed or at least red-fisted, right? I didn't do
I'm
it.
here to drink beer and punch women, and I'm all out of beer.
Oh my God. Yeah, so that's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty much the same story that we did last week, but
On
instead of a opposite, right?
opposite day.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my, what's going on with these people where they're just like, I gotta slap somebody, but I gotta do it inside. Maybe it's
I'm
raining.
willing to bet. I'm willing to bet he knew her, man. I mean, that's like, it's a boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend or something.
He's a hired slapper or something.
I'd slap her. A
I don't know.
hitman.
Oh, jeez.
Instead of bumping somebody off, he just hits them. I don't know.
Yeah, psh, take that. That's revenge. All right. All right. Last story time. You got this.
All right, you want to go high note or low note?
Is High Note funny? Is it about the monkey? Is it the monkey story?
Oh, the monkey story. You want me to do the monkey story? I can do the monkey story. Hold on.
Yeah, the monkey story's great. It's in the
Monkey
news
story.
right now. It's all over the
You know
place.
what? Like, scratch what I said before. Let's just do the monkey story. Hold on.
The monkey story. Everybody's talking about the monkey.
Here we go.
It's all over the news.
Yeah, I'm gonna read this since I'll read the funniest version of it. It's from Sora News. These guys write good funny articles.
Okay.
Intruder enters the home of beloved stuffed animal loving Mackay. Let's see. Japan's Ichikawa City Zoo attracted worldwide attention earlier this year after animals lovers around the globe heard about Punch, a newborn monkey who, after being rejected by his mother, bonded with an IKEA orange orangutan stuffed animal. Though Punch is the facility's most famous resident, it has other adorable animals such as alpacas, capybaras, and lesser pandas. However, despite Ichikawa City Zoo not having any donkeys, there are unfortunately two jackasses at the zoo last weekend. On Sunday morning at around 10:50, a man wearing a full-body costume resembling a business suit and an emoji-style head climbed over the fence of a habitat where Punch and other Japanese Mackays live. As he walked around, animals fled to the top of the rock to the top of the rock climbing it. A zoo employee came to remove the man. Other workers restrained the costume man's companion, who had been recording a video of him from outside. And the zoo contacted the police, who came in to look at the parent, or who took the pair into custody. The two men, aged 24 and 27, told the police they were American citizens, although investigators have not, as of the time, written this publicly and confirmed their information. Both have been arrested on charges of forced obstruction of business, the standard charge for disruptive and or intimidating behavior on places of business such as this.
Tourists are out of control. They're out of control doing.
Yeah, I read several articles about this, but basically, I got their names if you want to hear them. But like,
Yeah.
they were promoting some bullshit, like not Bitcoin, but some kind of crypto. They're crypto bros.
Crypto bros. Really? Wait. So, were they tourists or were they like?
They were tourists.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say tourists.
They were doing it to promote a cryptocurrency. That's why they could do costume.
Oh my God! No, don't say their names. Don't give these guys any exposure. No, fuck these guys. No, these guys are they could have hurt Monkey Punch. Never hurt Monkey Punch. Monkey Punch is a national treasure, for goodness sakes. Leave Monkey Punch alone. Oh, man. Yeah, so these guys, the funny thing is about tourists, I got friends from Amsterdam, and Amsterdam has the worst tourists in the world. Imagine, because Amsterdam has all sorts of crazy illegal substances readily available for tourists who lose their mind and do bad stuff over there. But my friends from Australia that came to Japan, you know what they said? They said Japan has worse tourists than Amsterdam. Can you believe that? They're like, oh man, the tourists are just so bad here. They're worse than Amsterdam. And I was like, yeah, they are. Case in point, these guys who could have hurt Monkey Punch. Oh man. So yeah, what are your thoughts, Tom?
This is my dig about this. Like, they need to get serious and like crack down on it. Like, Korea just did it with Johnny Somali. Philippines did it with some other jackass. Like,
Yeah.
they need to like seriously like crack down and like actual jail time. Lock them up, make it really public, because like you know what's going to happen is basically Japan's going to fine them, boot them out, and ban them from the country, which I don't think that's really working because there's too many bad tourists coming over. Like,
Well, another thing is that, I completely agree with you 110%. I mean, there's got to be some kind of a crackdown. Absolutely. Because, dude, oh my God. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about all the stuff I've seen. I mean, we could have 10 episodes about all this stuff that we've seen, just like commuting or walking around and stuff. I've seen so many tourists do like the stupidest and meanest stuff to just normal civilians going to work. It's ridiculous. But let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Another thing that needs to happen is the yen needs to increase. The yen is so cheap right now that like anybody and everybody who has mommy and daddy's credit card can come here and act like an entitled, spoiled little brat that just walks over everybody and just misbehaves and doesn't care about the culture. And another thing, Johnny's rant. No, another thing, maybe there should be some kind of test. Maybe Japan should be a country where it's just like, oh, you want to come here? Well, once you get to the airport, we're going to give you a test to see if you can understand the rules of the culture. Like, for example, I wouldn't say true or false. I would say like maybe multiple choice, where it's just like, it's got like, questions like, all right, what are you not supposed to do on the train? Talk on the phone. Eat food, smoke, all of the above. So people have to take this test and they have to think about the answers. And if they don't get like a 95%, oh, I'm sorry, you can't come into Japan. You don't know the rules, because I mean, everybody's breaking the rules. I mean, shit, dude, I saw trash all over the place in Osaka, and I was like, oh, no, not all over Osaka, but in certain like touristy areas and stuff. It was like Shibuya before Shibuya cracked down with all the booze. Remember, like when like the tourists would come in, they're drinking booze and leaving cans and bottles and 7-Eleven food all over the place and wrappers. I saw that and I was like, oh man, dude, don't do that. Come on, dude. Osaka's a gem. It's a diamond in the country. Don't mess this place up. So I felt kind of bad about that.
I agree. Although I will say that there are a lot of tourists that come over here that are respectful, though.
That's true. There's many great tourists. Yeah,
I think there needs to be some crackdowns. And there are like if you come over as a tourist, you're gonna make mistakes because you're not gonna know all the like the rules, because there's so many goddamn rules, dude. I've lived here and I'm still learning. You have too for like.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
But there's a difference between someone coming over here trying legitimately to be polite and respectful and maybe unintentionally breaking some of the rules, because there's a lot of them.
Okay, yeah.
Just like someone who's just a jackass who knows they're doing wrong and like, the clicks, yo, dog.
Yep, exactly. Okay. There is a difference between somebody not knowing the rules, and like talking on the phone or something or making a video on a train. Maybe they just don't know. But then you see the people that are just completely disrespectful, and it upsets me.
I don't know, man. Videoing on the train, man. I think don't they have signs up that in like multiple languages? I was pretty sure.
I'm sure they do. I don't know. I don't look at the signs anymore. I don't know. I just get to work.
And I do understand, because not everybody knows, because I'm assuming you knew maybe a little bit before you came to Japan. Like I did as well. But like I know a lot of people come over here who are very well informed. Japan's just like this mythical country they've seen on TV, and like they think it's going to be an anime like playground, and it's not.
Oh yeah. That's true. That's true.
Let's crack it down to this. Like, what do you think the punishment for these guys should be? Because I think I got a good idea, but I want to see what you think.
Okay. Well, they're obviously going to get deported. I mean, it depends. It depends if like the zoo wants to throw the book at them, which they may or may not. I mean, if they want to throw the book at them, they can get them for like endangerment of a wild animal, breaking and entering, destruction of property, all this together would probably be like 6 months in jail plus like maybe a 500,000 yen fine, I think, and then they get deported. They probably won't get 6 months, maybe 3 months, maybe 3 months or something. But I mean, I don't know. Does it say what's going to happen to them?
No, it doesn't, because like this just happened I'm gonna assume though Japan's just gonna follow its same old playbook and just like basically they're gonna get locked up for a bit and then they're just gonna stick them on the nearest flight out and go bye, don't come back. And
Yeah.
you know, I'm probably fine them. But this is what I think. I think they should just leave them in the zoo. Just literally lock them up in the zoo.
Oh my God, Tom. Sometimes sometimes you're not a genius, but sometimes you're a genius. Yeah, lock them up in the zoo, put them in like a cage, and then people that walk by can like just say insults and throw food at them and just disrespect them and stuff. You know?
That was another thing. Like, so they have like either vendors or vending machines. I'm okay with either one, but they can just like buy rotten fruit and throw it at them.
Oh, I love that. Oh my God, that's great. Yes. That would be now. Okay, in Japan, you can hold somebody who's a suspect for 20. Was it 24 days now? Did they extend it? It's 24 days still, right?
I think it's about 6 or 7 weeks.
It's 20. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure. Well, okay. Somebody's gonna Google it or.
Okay. I think the initial charge it's about 3 weeks. It's 20 something, 24 days.
24 days.
But the courts are basically it'll go before a judge. The courts can extend it for like basically double it. They can extend.
But on average, it's 24 days. So okay, I say they hold them for 24 days. They're in zoo jail where people can throw rotten food at them, and then after that 24 days, they put them on a plane. But when they put them on a plane to send them back why don't they put them on boats? They put them on boats. Well, I mean, why not? Why not? I mean, you put them on a plane if they got money, and I'm sure they do. They're Bitcoin bros, you know. So I'm sure they're gonna have like business class or first class or something like that or whatever. So yeah, why not put them on a boat? You're like, oh yeah, you're on a freight, and they kind of got food. Good luck. Bye.
Yeah, but then they can give them their phones back, and they can like sit there and whine to everybody about.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, yeah, something's got to get done.
I'm serious, dude. Lock them in the zoo. Like vendors can sell like rotten fruit. People can just come by and pelt them and shame them, scream insults at them.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Sucks.
Yep. Cryptocurrency. It's a joke. Oh my God. Cryptocurrency. People still use crypto. It's still a thing. I guess so, huh?
I don't know. Like, I'm still scratching my head about it though, because like you can't just create money, right? I guess apparently I'm wrong.
I guess you need a monkey.
A monkey. there we go. Like monkey coin.
Banana coin.
Monkey
I don't know.
Coin. There we go.
Oh God, we sound like boomers. we're like a long like 1,000 hundreds of years ago. I mean, we're like the people that are making fun of like paper money. Paper money, come on, gold coins. That's where it's at. I mean, with gold coins, you can buy stuff and sell. Paper money. Who's gonna use paper money? Anyway,
think about paper money though. It used to be like cash was king. Like I don't know, not too long ago, but like it seemed like almost overnight. Like they had PayPay and a couple other Japanese apps, but this will take like Google Pay and Apple Pay and all the
Line Pay. Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like it just like flipped overnight. It was like, just like pretty much every business, like, yeah, cash. A lot of places, like, because I've had friends come over here and visit, and they'll go to stay at a hotel. It'll say on the website it takes credit cards. They get there and like they want to swipe their card, and they're just like, no. It's like, but your website says, speak no English, no credit card, no.
I think all hotels take credit cards.
No, that specifically happened to a friend. She wanted to see like Kyoto and whatnot, and like, yeah, she went to a hotel and like it's said on the website they took credit cards. She pulled her credit card, and they're like, no.
That's maybe she had a weird credit card, like a Discover card or something.
Like a Visa or whatever.
I think you can use Visa. Well, I don't know. I don't know the hotel. I'm not going to debate it.
I don't know. I don't think she'd lie about something like that. But I just remember she called me up. She was pissed.
I can't imagine that. I think every hotel would take Visa. Anyway, on that note, Tom, thank you so much for reading the news. And Faders, thank you so much for being here on this wonderful night. We hope you enjoyed the show. And if you want to support the show, there is a Patreon. Go down into the show notes and hit up the Patreon. It is cheap. Fuck! Because it basically costs you less than a cup of coffee, and you support the show, you help us out, and you keep these lights on. And yes, we got a lot of things that we want to do in the future that support the show. And so if you support us, it supports you. So why not support us so we can support you? Anyway, on that note, Faders, thank you so much for being here with us, and we look forward to seeing you again. Peace.
Bye-bye.
My little brother, a goddamn shit-sucking vampire. Will you wait till Mom finds out, buddy?
I've got a government job to abuse and a lonely wife to fuck.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
God, the pressure! I can't take it! I can't take it! I can't stand to it!
You sure I should do this, man?
We're going freaking! We came, we saw, we kicked his ass!
Your move, creep.
Oh, man. I will never forgive your ass for this shit. This is some fucked up repugnant shit.
Ah, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.